What the fuck? Bro.
Hey, yo, I just saw that video that you just saw. I just received it literally like 10 minutes ago. And I have to make a reaction video to this shit. This shit is retarded. Like, it's crazy. But before I do that, I want to let you know, if you have a victim mindset, if you're a child within an adult body and you like to blame others for everything that goes on, this video is not for you. Click off. If you're soft, if you're not able to listen to the truth, click off of this video. This video is not for the victim mindset, EMT, paramedic, or human being. Secondly, I would like to say I'm only going based off what I see in this 23-second video clip. There's so much questions that need to be asked. There's so much things that were going on before and after the recording of this little clip, that questions that need to be answered. But I'm just basically going to give you my opinion based on what I see in those 23 seconds. And lastly, I want to say I hope that the person who was assaulted, that EMT, is good. I hope nothing else happened to him. I hope he's not injured, and I hope he's able to go back to his family. And any other EMT or paramedic who's ever been assaulted on the job, I hope the same for them as well. And I tell you, I'm speaking from experience. The majority of places I've worked in are not or were not gentrified. I'm a medic from the South Bronx, the South Bronx, like Grand Concourse 170, 138 in Brook, taking EDPs to Hospital 27 and 83. You already know. Work in East New York? Nah, no experience there. But it's pretty much the same thing. East New York, Brooklyn, and the South Bronx. Now, I say that to say this, my people. Working in those areas, you know you're at risk. Working in those areas, you know that the patient population is one that tends to be violent, especially around the summertime. And after watching this video, I have a few questions. For example, did the EMT try to de-escalate the scene? Did the EMT make any efforts to try to calm the guy down before it reached that level? I don't know. I wasn't there, but it's something to ask yourself. And the reason I say that is because a lot of times situations like this are avoidable when EMTs and paramedics don't act like cops and don't get a false sense of accomplishment or security from having that red button to press on their radio, because they know the cavalry is going to come help them when they press or ask for help. So I don't know, but it's something to consider. What triggered the guy to want to assault the EMT? What happened? Why is he being so abrasive, both physically and verbally, to this member of service? Why? Was this avoidable? Think about this. What if that perpetrator, what if that person who assaulted the EMT had a weapon? What if it was nighttime? What if his friends were there? What would have happened to that EMT? Most likely not a favorable outcome, right? Was this patient a psych patient? Whether he was or not, that doesn't justify what the person did to the EMT. But nonetheless, it's something to be said about the patient. Now, let me talk about the partner real quick. What did the partner do? He was like, hey, basically verbally helping the patient from across the street. He could have, he should have, but he didn't help his partner. That's a damn shame. He should have helped his partner. He could have helped his partner, but he didn't. Now that brings me to his partner, the person who was assaulted. I dare to say, but before I do, I want to say, I hope he's fine. I hope he got home, and I hope he didn't get injured. And I hope this never happens to him or anybody else again. It's freaking sickening. We just had 4 deaths in the last 2 weeks, bro. To see this happen to people who are so selfless, who come and help people, who knock on people's door that they don't even know what's behind that door, bro. They're leaving their families at home to go help these people. Yet they're being assaulted on the street, in the middle of the fucking street in New York City and worldwide. It's fucking sickening. But it's still that EMT's fault. I dare to say that what happened to him is his fault. I said at the beginning of this video, if you have a victim mindset, this video is not for you, bro. If you're an EMT, a paramedic, if you're a child within an adult's body and you want to blame everybody and every person around you for your circumstances, this video is not for you. Click the fuck off. But you have to take accountability. This EMT has to take accountability for what happened to him. Why do I say that? Look at him. He's being manipulated through his sweater. A grown man is being manipulated by another grown man who obviously is lighter than him. And why is that? Because the EMT was overweight. I've been saying it before and I'll say it again. I've uploaded almost 200 videos on YouTube telling you if you have to get ready, then you're in a bad situation. You should stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I've been promoting health, fitness, working out, practicing martial arts, and all these things on a regular basis on my Instagram, on my YouTube, and it's all for you, the EMT, the paramedic, the human being. This person, this EMT, is obviously overweight, is obviously being manipulated by another human being. And the reason why, it's because he wasn't fit. He was not fit. What if he would have hit a pothole on the street and his ankle would have got dislocated? Or he would have hurt his knee during this assault? That was totally possible because he was overweight. He's probably the same type of EMT who dreads a 5-flight carry-up or who feels breaking somebody's ribs while doing CPR. I hope the best for him, but he needs to take accountability. And if you can relate to his situation, you should take accountability for it as well. Bro, I've been assaulted in the South Bronx on numerous occasions by patients and by bystanders. Had guns pulled out on us. So, not trying to speak from a pedestal. I know what he was going through, but he needs to understand, and you need to understand, that not being physically fit in such a dynamic and physically demanding job, although a lot of the time is spent 89, especially if you're an ALS provider, is your fault. It's his fault. Not having any type of self-defense training is your fault. There's a martial arts dojo in literally every 1 mile radius throughout the entire city of New York and possibly the world, bro. Like, if you don't like judo, then do karate. If you don't like karate, then do jujitsu. And it's not so you could use this to hurt the guy with the white t-shirt or any perpetrator who tries to hurt you. It's so you could defend yourself. It's so that you can protect yourself and go back home. So why don't you do it? Oh, I don't have time. I don't have money. I work too many jobs. You need to prioritize yourself. You need to prioritize your health. Like, what the fuck is more important? You coming back home or your fucking credit score? Why do people prioritize making money, paying their bills before they take care of themselves first? It makes no damn sense to me. What's more important? Your credit score or your health? Find the time to eat right. Find the time to take care of yourself. Don't be a fucking victim. Don't come out in the news for being injured in such a catastrophic way. I didn't even fucking pronounce it correctly. And last but not least, if you're a paramedic, don't rely on your fucking narcs to calm people down. By the time you fucking pop your narcs, draw out the medication, the motherfucker's kicking you in your face. Shut the fuck up with the damn narcs. Why would you chemically restrain somebody when you could physically restrain them until the police officers come? You don't have to assault this patient. Only assault them if you're against the wall and it's self-defense. But if you have the opportunity, leave, just like that EMT did. But before he left, he was already being manipulated. What if that person would have slammed him on his face? What if there was a car coming? What if there was something on the floor that caused the EMT to hurt his ankle? There's so many different what ifs. And if you're an EMT, or whoever you are, don't rely on the police, bro. Plenty of times, my life and my partner's life and the bystander's life has been in danger, and we call for PD like, yo, get the fuck over here, bro. We need you guys. And they don't come immediately because they got their own things going on. What if there's a lapse between one dispatcher communicating with the other? What if in those 30 seconds that it takes for them to arrive, even though it's minutes that feel like an eternity, you get punched on your face unconscious and your head hits the ground, and then you have an increase of intracranial pressure, and then you go into a coma? It's totally possible, bro. What if the worst scenario could happen to you? Hence my emotion during this video. Man the fuck up. Woman the fuck up. No one's coming to save you. Stop complaining about your salary. Stop complaining about not having enough time. Stop complaining about everything and take matters into your own hands. It does not matter that you have all these limitations. Get to work, bro. It's sickening to see this happen to my people. If you need help, I've been there. Like I've overcome addiction. I've overcome obesity. I've overcome depression and suicidal thoughts. I know where you're at. I've worked 70, 80 hours per week in the South Bronx. I've been burnt out. I know what it feels like to have a lack of energy, lack of motivation, lack of strategy and knowledge on how to proceed, on taking care of myself. I know what it's like. Hit me up, man. I want to pay my blessings forward. Hit me up, please. Let me help you. Don't be a victim like this guy. I hope this helps. Peace.